dog grooming is the first step towards dog pedophilia. It's one of the reasons I'm no longer a vet. That plus, as a vet, sometimes you have to put animals down. Your fur looks shit. You're never going to make it as a racing dog. It seems a bit mean. I don't know. It looks like lettuce is the latest commodity we're experiencing a shortage of these days thanks to COVID. It has gotten so bad that my local priest is now starting all his sermons with cabbage praise. I am now a proud 30-something. That's right, I turned 30 last year. Woo, quite a milestone. It kind of freaked me out though, to be honest. Like, really freaked me out. I'm talking midlife crisis. You might be thinking, midlife crisis at 30, that seems a bit premature. But then again, it turned out to be pretty spot on for Shane Warne, so. But look, I realised I was freaking out over nothing. Age is just a number. You don't have to pay it any mind, it's just a number. It's like speed limits, or blood alcohol readings, or my court date. Just a number. In fact, numbers can be lucky for some people, I know heaps of people with lucky numbers. Like, even the royal family. Do you know Prince Andrew's lucky number? Anywhere in the teens. Speaking of, have you heard of this half plus 7 rule? Basically, it says that if you're dating someone who's a bit younger than you are, and you're not sure if it's okay, simply calculate, are they at least half your age plus 7 years? If you can find someone who's at least half your age plus 7, you're all good. You're in the clear. At least that's the way my first boyfriend in primary school explained it to me. Helped me do the maths. Such a good teacher. Now looking back, I think those really are some of my fondest memories of homeschool. Home is not always a great place though. I will never forget the time I actually had to call the cops on my housemate when I found him for the 3rd time with his dick in the cornflakes. Turns out he's a serial rapist. No, look, it was horrible though. I had to file a police report and everything. The police started asking all these questions like, yeah, but what was the serial wearing? And the further the investigation went on, the more horrible stuff came to light about my housemate. It turns out, he would actually profile his victims. They had to be just right. He would look for cereals that were not only low GI, but also low in self-esteem. And he was racially motivated too, he'd go for rice bubbles, but not Cocoa Pops. And in one particularly disturbing incident, he took advantage of some special pay. I think we're a bit spoiled for choice these days when it comes to porn. There are so many types out there. I don't know about you, but I think we're getting a little bit bored with the subject in general. We're turning to increasingly debauched forms of entertainment to try and get that same buzz. Just look at the list of categories you can see these days. There are things like Smurf porn. Smurf porn. Watch some blue balls to kill your own. There's amputee porn. They've got a special on amputee porn. It's right now, 25% off. There's even things like abortion porn. Can you imagine? Do you know the top video in that category? 2 girls, 1 coat hanger. It's very popular in the US at the moment. Although, to be fair, I think they're using it more as a kind of instructional video these days rather than entertainment. I don't know, does that still count as pornography or self-improvement? There's the one. But look, what I want to see more of these days is more porn for women. And I don't think we'd have to reinvent the wheel or anything. We can still use a lot of the same tropes. I'm still picturing a boardroom full of guys in suits and one woman, but instead of them all fucking her, they just listen to her, acknowledge her ideas rather than trying to pass them off as their own. Ooh, I'm just thinking about it. Have you heard of Genghis Khan? Genghis Khan, the Mongolian ruler who conquered half of the known world. Also conquered a lot of women as well. I don't know if you know this, but geneticists reckon that around 16 million people who are alive today can trace their lineage directly back to Genghis Khan. That's kind of impressive, right? And yet, as a woman, you sleep with one football team. Reputation shot. Speaking of, I'm going to go off and see what North Melbourne are up to, because I think they used